Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 660 Burleigh Drive in Pasadena, and I am in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Kelly Johnson. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination could be set up through our office. So I was unable to locate a cleanout or main sewer line cleanout outside the structure. We did find one here in the basement area behind the furnace, and it is right there where the pipe is exiting the structure, so it is technically within the criteria for a main sewer line cleanout. Just not the easiest access. We've pushed, as you see here at the bottom of the screen, 160 feet through the system, and this is as far as we're able to push today. There's about 35 feet more range in this camera, but with the corrosion in this line, it's just too rough. The camera you just can't get it to jump over these big bumps and rust, corrosion, and all that stuff here in the pipe. We probably got about another 50 feet or so to the public sewer. I was hopeful I could get at least down to the curb face, down to the street, to see if it was the same original cast iron piping all the way to the public sewer, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that today. So there's a couple of options here. One would be to get a cleanout installed at about that 100-foot mark, which would be your standard location and meet the current requirements for main sewer line cleanout criteria. It's really going to be our only option at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the camera out. We'll take a look at this line backwards, what we've seen so far. And what we're looking at here is original cast iron piping. You see it's pretty heavily deteriorated. These cast iron pipes typically were expected to last somewhere in that 70 to 80 year range. So it's pretty apparent that we're kind of in that window now. We're very near it. Now, on the way through, I didn't see any failures as far as root penetrations necessarily, but I couldn't see too well with the water running, so I'm taking another look here as we pull the camera out. You can see how the debris catches. Bottom of the pipe, which is actually at the top of your screen right now, is fairly flat, and that again is just more evidence that this pipe is very near the end of its useful service life. So in a situation like this, we are suggesting that it's a good idea to be proactive. Certainly no disadvantage in doing such, and upgrading this pipe sooner than later. Now, if it is left in service, it shouldn't be expected to last too much longer. But having a second cleanout out there and access to the entire line for monitoring purposes would be a very good idea. But we still want to see that pipe under the street. As we see anything beyond this point, we're saying replace it now. Alright, so coming back on that 100 where the pipe is, it's about 5 feet deep there under the hillside to the right of the pool if you're looking down into the backyard from the house. Put an orange marker flag to indicate that location. That should be somewhere near the halfway point, and wouldn't be much in excess of 100 feet without some sort of clean-out access. What I'm really looking for are any signs of penetrations through the pipe from roots, things like that. If possible, running through the front yard area here we wouldn't see much because there's, backyard area here we wouldn't see much at least at the point we got to, because we're not really running under any trees that I noticed. More of the same here. Along with the corrosion, or what occurs because of that, is your inner diameter is reduced on this pipe significantly. And there was some question about putting a liner through here rather than excavation and replacement. It doesn't really appear that this pipe would be a candidate for that anymore. It's pretty heavily corroded. The process of clearing out the pipe is usually the hydrojetting would most likely destroy areas of this pipe and might make a lining system not possible. So more than likely in this case we're talking about trenching and replacement or pipe bursting. There are other methods available. But everything you do is going to cost about the same. Without knowing the depth of the public sewer and the lateral pipe that runs under the street up to that public sewer, it does make it difficult for us to provide any kind of accurate repair cost estimate, at least for that lower section. Now here, as we exit out through the house here, we do have a section of plastic, and they've used a non-standard type of Y fitting here. Luckily we did get the camera around it, but the first time it turned backwards in the system. This can also cause debris to build up, so this is not an approved fitting here in a drain system, so that would also need to be addressed when this pipe is upgraded. Back up under the building now, so that's basically everything we're here to see today, or that we can see today. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to and consult my written report for the final findings and recommendations as far as putting in cleanouts, locations, depths, all that stuff. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.